even the wives understood that. Now, I'm being honest.
So everybody understood that it was a light for
it. Yeah, go back and watch Goodfellas or watch.
I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, go back and watch. I'm not saying this right, but I'm saying as we talk about the topic, we're going to be honest about how we live.
Yeah.
And we accepted that because what happened was people got into some bad situations. Now, you want to protect life, limb, and property. So let's be honest about what we're doing. Ones meet ones and twos never do.
Because nothing could put you in trouble like that side chick.
What? Okay, Uche, let's hear it.
What?
What did you say? Nothing can put you in trouble.
And what Brian was saying, nothing can put you in trouble like that side chick. Like, because she's around you, she knows all the business. And on Mad Day, she's there to tell everything. So you got to have everything like, if you roll like that, you got to have everything really out in the open. Like, this is what it is. This is what it's going to be. My people know who you are. My people's people know who you are. You step out of line.
And it becomes the reality of, once again, and so actually we brought this up in class today. We were talking about Carl Jung, a psychologist who actually, at the height of his career, he actually brought in his mistress to this family. And they all lived together. Now, this was in the...
Wait, what?
Yes.
Slow down. Reel that back in.
Relationship.
How do you
it's in textbooks.
I never saw that. I know who he is. I never saw that.
You got to read about his life. But that's what we were talking about. Was how do these theories and stuff get developed? It was because experience. People live.
Yeah.
Experience. So they say, wow,
oh my God.
I have a side woman. I have a woman outside of the home. But we were talking about how these theories and stuff get dealt with. And the other reality is that, honestly, monogamy as a singular social construct is...
No, we're not.
No. Let me finish, because let me get to the point.
He's a doctor. You know that, right?
I don't care.
The monogamy is only a very strong Judeo-Christian Western civilization idea as the only way of relationship. I'm not saying
lucky for me, I'm in America.
I'm not saying you're not supposed to practice.
Where it's practiced.
As a concept.
I don't share.
As a concept.
I don't have to share. And if I find out, I don't have to share.
Well, that doesn't mean you haven't been sharing if you found out.
You're absolutely correct. And you're no longer with them either. And you're no longer with them, right?
Are you a one
you find out?
Are you a one or a two? You don't know what you are because you don't designate who you are. The man in the relationship designates who you are.
I am not the get along gang.
You don't know it.
Well, I'm not the get along.
So you say you ain't never been?
I said I am not the get along.
I'm asking you have never been.
I said I am not the get along. Have I fall? I don't want to say victim because I'm not a victim, but have I fallen prey to someone who's been untruthful? Absolutely.
Yeah. But was that by your choosing though?
No.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And all I'm saying, Eileen, is that you have to take out the control of what you do.
People. Yes.
What you do is what you do, but if somebody's coming in to be unfaithful, lying, deceiving, all that, you can't stop that.
Okay, and my point is, are you a part of the get-along gang? So there is a person who's lying, deceitful, disloyal, whatever. You've known them for however long, and do you basically condone their behavior by interacting with them in that
Just who
situation?
condone the behavior?
Your friend. The example is...
Oh, I don't. To answer that question, when I have a friend that's rolling like that...
Yeah, that's the question.
I kind of Heisman.
He said, you dead.
Yeah, I'm like, keep testing. Don't bring it around me. Don't bring it around me because what he does is he reflects on you that you do the same thing because you're accepting of what he does. So for me, I'm like, no. I'm like, keep that over there. We still partners now, but I can't be partners with you in the light.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because the way you roll, the way you doing it, I don't want any of it around. I don't want to be perceived like that. So you need to keep it on your side. You get that straight Heisman right.
You get the straight on.
And that's why I said, just being real about the conversation, we as my friend group had to have a real conversation because we did not want anyone who was not rolling like that to jeopardize their relationship. So it wasn't about we okay with it. It was about, look, bro, we love you, we care for you, but you need to not jeopardize our relationships. So you do your two thing whenever you want, but when you come here, it's either one thing or another thing. And that's what I said, ones meet ones and twos never do. Meaning, if I see you out with your two, all right, man, what's up, dog? You good?
I'm coming over for Thanksgiving.
Can't come over.
It's like, man,
Yeah.
with him in his own leg.
Right. Right, because then it turns into the reality of, well, who that was with so-and-so.
But you have to explain.
Right, and I got to explain it to someone, and I'm like, well, man, I don't know. Well, I'm going to see a girl tomorrow at the answer phone, and I'm going to ask her.
Exactly.
But I think that the reality of it is something that has to also happen. And what we've talked about other times is defining your value system and allowing your friends to actually know that. You know, and I think that's where we get into trouble. If I don't tell Uche what I'm okay with or not okay with, he ain't gonna know. So he gonna do him. And if I don't say no, he gonna think, well, be cool with it.
And I'm glad you said that.
But that's at the same time on some grown man stuff. I'm not gonna. You don't have to tell me.
And exactly, we are gonna have it. But exactly
Grown
you are. You are on that level. But there are so many people out there that are listening that are in this situation or in an uncomfortable situation. But you know, when we come back from the break, we're going to talk about having that conversation. Because to live the good life and to open your mind to living differently in the world, it's having those tough conversations. And we really need to start having them.
True.
If we want to build a community, we need to start having these conversations. So we're going to take a quick break. And when we get back, we're going to have that conversation about being part of the Get Along gang. Open your mind, y'all. There's Relationship Tuesday. We'll be right back.
Are we on speaker? Because I want gossip.
Yes, we are on Spreaker, so gossip. All you listeners on Spreaker.
Maybe I can gossip without just saying names. But I'm like, and what we're talking about? Did you hear about these fucking niggas cutting up in DC?
Pyramid Parent Radio.
So the DC Mardi Gras?
Yeah. No, what happened?
What happened? Well, I heard people were cutting up, but I don't know like the nitty gritty. But you can tell without giving names.
No, I tell. It's gonna have things. It's gonna. I heard it went down out there.
I want to know.
I heard it went down.
You gotta give initials.
Let's put it like this. I heard somebody brought their side chick up there, and his baby was up there.
See, that's exactly what I mean. That's exactly what I mean.
Side chick. All the way to DC and his baby mama there.
That's exactly
And
what
the
I'm
baby
talking about.
mama and the side chick got into it.
Damn.
In front of everybody.
That's my point. Like, that's exactly the conversation that we're having
But in
today.
the conversation, look, I had to put my hand up. I roll like that, but I don't have my side chick and my whatever chick around nothing. It's like, look, this is my family, this is my friends, this is my business. You really a club chick.
Yeah.
You a chick I go to the club with.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
And you know what? Thanksgiving, Christmas, holidays, festival, I'm gonna be right here. Now if this movie just came out, we might go.
That bitch go
I seen it already.
Yeah.
I'm a bring. Yeah, that's your first time.
Right. But
It's your first time, but it ain't mine.
Boy, I be scared.
But yeah, in the whole Get Along game, it's like, look, a lot of, and that's why I said that. I'm trying to spark up, but you know,
That's 504-377-8662.
we don't allow that. Dudes don't roll like that. Women allow that shit.
Well,
Women will
sure.
allow a dude to fuck clean over her and know about it. If a chick's going into a dude don't know.
Yeah.
But a chick will do it knowingly.
Have that conversation. Guys, have that conversation. That's exactly the
And the
point.
first
And
thing
why
you
you
know about me? Yes, you. You real one.
But my daddy
Tuesdays
just
going up on a Friday. Sex off at Phillips, 2441 East Road. January 29th at 7 p.m. Tickets are on sale now at
everybody
theggoodlift.promvaportickets.com. The Good Lift, Relationship Tuesday, going up on a Friday, is presented by the Big Life Radio Show, featuring stand-up
like a
Noble,
professional
combining
shot.
Relationship Tuesday with the crew, Eileen, Lee, Mike, and Henry,
You
and
got
Ty,
sweat,
and Friday,
dribble all
Good
this
Lift Comedy
face.
Hour with
It's
comedians,
clearly nervous. I'm like
Chris
that.
Owens, and CJ
Why
Hunt.
would you do
The
that?
Good
Why
Lift
would
is
you do
coming
that? Why the fuck would you
Buy
take
your
a
tickets
professional
online
picture?
now.
What's that?
The Good Lift at
Thank you.
Because she wanted him to.
I don't know one man.
Because she wanted him to.
Come get your relationship questions
Oh,
answered.
that's so sad.
I mean,
here.
I'm you're not married. That shit don't fucking let's call it what it is. You're not married. I'm talking about married. I don't know one man who's in a marital relationship. My great grandfather on both sides, my grandfather on both sides, my dad,
Security provides the good life. They make their mark in the security arena, providing excellent security services for more than 35 years. Your license for more than 13 states. Security's team comes with a wealth of experience from the military, law enforcement, and law enforcement training. Their personnel is comprised of more than 200 employees, trained in video monitoring, special event services, convention services, armed and unarmed security guards, ticket takers, executive security, personal bodyguards, home monitors, infrastructure personnel, TSA training. Security services are provided on a 24-hour basis and expanded to the newest technology, including video monitoring. Find them on the web at www.lrsecurity.com. Call them today at 504-943-3191. Again, that number is 504-943-3191. Live the good life with LR Security today.
You was fucking whenever you want because you didn't matter. Your bed wasn't going to really live as you actually said. Childbirth is a very hard thing to have. You was not going to have kids because nothing died. You didn't have a fucking kid. I really. You know what we said? Got sad white man told me. Every American fucking comb over shit. I asked him, I said, why do he's a doctor too? I said, why do men cheat? He said, man,
Because
when you look at every man, the male always got buku
Yeast make for life. Yeast make for life.
There's one species.
They're more than that. They're like spiders and stuff.
That's a number of the
That is an excuse.
to be monogamous.
Thank you.
We're not saying you can't be, but at home you don't want to be. Yeah, if you're not meant to be. If that was the case, the first time I had a kid, this did fall off. If God really wanted to be monogamous. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. It's real, bro. It's real honest. If that's what God really wanted was monogamy, He would let us around. He would fall on that.
What is it? Yeah.
Say it on the L, please. Man, I'm really just yelling. I got 4 fucking wires, man. Right now. Thing probably years ago. Everything's smooth. Yeah, I got that. Everything's smooth. So if I seen it that.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Relationship Tuesday, and we are here to open your mind.
I really like their music. Get you moving. This is on a parade out doing that.
We are living the good life here on Relationship Tuesday, which is brought to you by Gentili Italian Pie at 4706 Paris Avenue. They are home of the Family Happy Hour, $5 wings, $5 personal pizza, $5 drink specials, Tuesday through Thursday, that's 3 p.m. through 7 p.m. Dine or carry out 504-826-9180. And as we were talking about earlier, everybody's going to a ball. I know you're going to cater or this and the other. Why not get your favorite foods? Make sure you call Gentili Italian Pie. They will set up a menu just for you. Call them at 504-826-9180. 504-826-9180. You can ask for Renee and he will hook you up because that is the good life. And make sure that you are at Bullets this Friday at the Good Laugh. Relationship Tuesday is going up on a Friday. It sets off at Bullets, 2441 AP Toro, January 29th, 7 p.m. Tickets are on sale now at thegoodlaugh.brownpapertickets.com. That's thegoodlaugh.brownpapertickets.com. It's $10 at the door. The Good Laugh Relationship Tuesday going up on the Fridays, presented by the Good Life Radio Show, me and all my crew, and presented by Stand Up Nola with our comedians Tony Frederick and Matt Owen. The Good Life is comic religion, so make sure you see us this Friday at 7 p.m. at Bullets. Y'all, get along, gang. We're talking about this through the commercial break. Y'all, you just don't understand. Y'all should really listen to what's going on during commercial break. It's a whole nother level. But here's my deal. Where does the responsibility fall? And I'm going to give you, kind of real life situations where, you have a group of friends and then the group of friends starts to become like the extra side chicks start, being friends with a friend, and then you thought you didn't know that what it is, and then the side chick is like hanging, and I'm like, I'm not cool with being friends with the side chick. and then you're like, they're like, oh, well, why? Where are you? Okay, I can hang with the side chick, like, because then I go crazy, and that's just not how I roll. Like, yo, I can't. No, I can't. I know.
Can we talk about what we were talking about during the break?
I guess.
Okay. So I think the reality of
oh my gosh,
what we're talking about is a cultural phenomenon about monogamy and how we're supposed to approach relationships. So I think it would be great to hear, because I'm gonna just say it. In my therapy practice, and nobody would know the people I've done therapy with because it's not going to be known, I got just as many women who cheat and feel like cheating is a part of life and they can do it as men. And I have not seen a significant decline. Actually, most research studies show there's a negligible difference between men and women and their beliefs about cheating. Now, the only difference is potentially why they cheat. That's the only difference. There's no difference in rates of cheating. The only difference is why they cheat. Men cheat because normally she was fine. I thought I could get away with it.
Actually, I was reading something about men cheat, and it's like they need attention. The woman isn't giving them enough attention.
Well, yeah, but really it comes down to, can I get away with this right now? She fine? Okay, I'm gonna do it. But women cheat because oftentimes it's a matter of a need not being met in the home around emotional or mental needs and closeness and intimacy. So someone else decides to show that extra love and attention. You could be taking care of the house, but if you're not rubbing her feet, if you're not waking up in the morning, talking in her cup, you got a problem. Yeah, you got to make sure that coffee in the morning piping hot, because if it ain't, she's gonna be going somewhere else. She's gonna stop at McDonald's or Burger King and get a side cup.
You know what too? Men cheat usually in the beginning of the relationship. Women start wilding when it's getting to be over. They start doing their thing. Yeah.
How do we go left?
That's not left or right down the middle, because we're talking about why would we let people get away with cheating in our friendships, and the reality becomes we don't let them get away with it.
We always talk about this.
It's relationships. I
know, y'all.
Are we on my
These men always have this conversation about this monogamy. No, because y'all always like to bring up that monogamy thing about how it's really not whatever. I'm like,
the thing is, the sooner that y'all accept that we don't have to be monogamous,
the sooner. Well, then don't put a ring on somebody's finger if you don't want to.
No, that's the whole point. We don't have to. I don't.
I'm not talking about you, but in general, if you don't want to be monogamous, don't be monogamous.
No.
Marriage and monogamy are two different things.
Okay, well. You don't want to be with one person.
You're putting too much responsibility on the wrong person. If you know your man doesn't want to be, if I can finish, if you know your man doesn't want to be monogamous, or you have hints of him not being monogamous, you have to take responsibility and be like, I'm not going to be with him.
But you know what? I'm glad you said that, because this is a conversation we were having during break. So I'm going to bring it to light, because she said something during break. I know, look, Relationship Tuesday going up on Friday. Y'all better be there Friday. Because Uchi said something during break, and I was like, for real? And I was like, you know what? He's right. You brought up a conversation that more women tend to deal with the nonsense than the men.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Men don't deal with that foolishness. You gonna play me? You're not even cheating on me. You gonna play me? You out. I'm out. Women are the ones that put up with this foolishness. I never seen so many situations where the man knows that where the woman knows that the man has a family, a wife, 3-4 old ladies. Let's break it down. Look, don't know nothing, and she still roll with him. And guess what the friends do? They cheerlead for her. They don't tell her no different.
The get along game. Why are you being a part of the get along game?
No, you ain't gonna find another man like that.
What?
Yeah.
You don't roll like that.
You know why, though? Because some women, they figure, well, being his number 2 or his number 3 is better than being single.
Are you serious?
Better than being a raggedy number 1 to somebody else. Mm-hmm. You know, obviously they're getting some type of need met.
So the $1 million question.
What need is being met by being 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7?
He might be paying some bills.
There's so many other ways that you can.
He got that good jug, you know.
There's so many other ways.
Game, but
that's the case.
But get back on
Relationship Tuesday going up on a Friday. Y'all better be there Friday. 7 o'clock.
But the whole thing, Eileen, is the better question. You know, a lot of these relationship questions all lead back to the original question: is It's the woman is the catalyst. It's what the women allow, and
we can't really know without them.
we only do what y'all allow us to do.
Yeah.
You gonna allow me to have an old lady, a family, 2 other chicks, and you? Then you allow that? Then you gonna do it? I'm like,
And so I'm gonna go ahead and just to balance it for about 2
All right,
minutes.
Dr. Turner.
So Eileen is making another good point, though, that I hear, and
Thank
we have
you.
to acknowledge the fact that the person who's doing the, extracurriculars was their responsibility. Now, I think once again, that person has to decide, you know what, man, this really ain't what I want to be in. I probably don't need to be in this relationship, this marriage, because this person wants monogamy, this person wants exclusivity, this person wants commitment full. But I think that becomes the battleground for the individual to deal with. If they don't want that, it is hard to accept that. And let's be honest, a lot of women who are good women have fallen prey to that trap because they're good women, and men do want good women. That's one of the things I've told my mentees and young women. I said, you can't be mad that a bad guy wants a good girl. Everybody wants a good woman. Everybody wants a good woman. Nobody wants somebody that's raggedy pretty.
Right.
So if you're a good person, you're going to attract people who want you. It's your job, and this is why I think
To know your worth.
you say is right and nailing it. It is your job to say, look, I'm not going to put up with your BS because I'm a good person.
Yeah.
You don't deserve me. I've tried. I've given you ample opportunity to get your issue together. I've given you ample opportunity to do right, and you're not. And while you might love me to death, and while you might come crying, whatever, but I think that's it. And I will say, there was an article yesterday where another young lady was killed by a young man leaving the bar because he rebuffed him and said no. And the author was writing about how he fears for women, specifically black women, who every day they get accosted and put in these positions where they have to be nice to somebody because they don't want to date them. And so I think that is a fear that we have to be honest about it once again. And I think it is an untalked about topic in the black community, violence against women and how we mistreat women and how it's so pervasive at times. But we have to be honest that we have to be better about how we teach our young sisters about being strong women. Not to get raped, because that's the guy's job. Men are not supposed to rape, but we have to teach our women about being strong and being confident and being assertive in who they are to protect themselves. And that goes right to the topic. Don't accept less than.
Stop being a part of the get along game.
Let me touch on this get along game because we gotta touch all points on this circle.
Please.
Okay, point circle, but anyway.
Yeah.
Here's the other part. Here's the other part of the get along game that the get along game will never admit to the victim is that they're actually receiving some benefit from the man that they're dealing with. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
They're receiving some benefit. So he's with her, but maybe he got tickets for her to go to the class to the Zulu bar.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, he's great.
Maybe I get free pizza at Italian Thigh.
But great point. But it's like the thing is that that's why the get along gang is the get along gang, because these get along gangs, these people, they're receiving benefits from the man. So the friends back him up.
So they're the get along gang as well.
Yeah.
Y'all, we have one of the lines. We have Kevin on line too. Kevin, oops, I hit the wrong one. Wait, Kevin, call back. I hit the wrong button. I can't do it this morning. Please call back. I'm hitting the wrong button.
Kevin, call back, man. We got our tripping.
They do have me tripping. I am like,
she
can't read what she's wearing. That's what.
Look,
I mean, I know it's true, but that's what Relationship Tuesday is all about.
But Eileen,
because it's hard to hear the truth sometimes.
But Eileen, I think the reason why it's hard to believe is because all too often
there it is. Kevin's back.
we have to acknowledge that women do it too, and as long as we
don't tolerate it.
Yes, but as long as we try to make it out to be a man's problem only, then the reality becomes it's not just men, it's how we teach about relationships. So regardless whether it's a man or a woman or not, and this goes back to the point, a lot of guys who was number twos and was happy because they was getting extra game because husband didn't want to do it, wasn't going to do it, so you come over here for this 2-3 hours, you tell me what your a la carte is and we do it.
But we don't do it for years.
Yeah,
We don't do it for years.
We're not like, I'm going to be a number 2 and be really number 2 forever.
We got
number 2 for now until
we got a number 2, then we got a number 1.
Right, there you go.
You know, you need to notice when you're going along with bad behavior and some idea or some story, either by saying nothing, condoning, or making excuses for this person. You may have to do an inventory of your own bad behavior and clean up your own act. And at the same time, you will clean up your mind and hopefully do a little self-reflection and lead the good life. We have Kevin online too. Kevin, I'm so sorry. Welcome to the Good Life Relationship Tuesday. We're talking about the Get Along Gang. Help me out, Kevin. No, say it. Mm. Mm.
How many viable African American males we got? Now, we don't want to hear these realities, but this is a fact, statistical fact. Okay? Now, we have to look at that. There are very few men, and even fewer, and I'm talking about across the board, black, white, and other. And then we got in the fewer viable men for these women for security. When you start talking about society and the benefit that the male brings to a relationship, okay? So we have to look at that. The next thing is now we make a condition to believe about this. This is the setup we have for marriage and relationship right now. I'm not too sure that works there in America. Okay, considering all the other variables that's affecting our thriving as a family unit.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is this. First, I feel uncomfortable when, say for instance, a relative, a parental figure relative has come around me and they want with their significant other, which is another parental unit.
Right. Right.
I don't feel comfortable that you put me in that position.
Yeah.
Yep.
But what do you say? Do you say something?
Address my other parental unit concerning me about, did you know something?
Right.
It's the same as them doing this to you.
Do you
Right.
tell them something, though, when you see it?
I'm sorry.
When you notice that they brought somebody around that, you know, you don't really approve of, do you say something?
No, I haven't said no because I was in a subordinate position.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay?
Mm.
And where I'm from, you're subordinate. You as your parent, whether it's an uncle, aunt, grandmother, mother, you're subordinate to them. So what it is, I'm not expecting knucklehead discernment from them to do that to me.
All
So
right.
they called me off guard. So I did everything but I told them, in other words, man, you do not treat your family
Right.
that way, period.
It's disrespectful.
Yeah, don't
It's
treat
disrespectful to the family. It is, and it puts everybody in an awkward position. It is absolutely not the good life.
Thanks, Kevin. Good point.
We have to realize maybe this monogamous stuff is European concept.
Oh no, Kevin! All right, now we got to go to a break. To a break. When we get back, thank you, Kevin. Thanks for coming to that, Kevin. When we get back from the break, I'm going to open up the lines on the first Friday. 2 tickets to the Good Life Relationship Tuesday going up on a Friday. This Friday at Bullet, 7 p.m. This is the Good Life Relationship Tuesday. We'll be right back.
Say, bro, I fucking agree, bro. I agree, bro. They need
No!
you know, I'm a marriage counselor. Say, but they need to give men
are curious to find
You
out
should get 3
what's the
women.
real estate
Oh,
expert
hell.
That way you're look, if you still cheat after that, so you get 3.
3? Are you serious? Like,
But we get one of them.
one for each hair? Are you serious? One for each hair? Mouth?
I'm living. I can live that with you. That's 9 holes. That's the baby man. It's giving you permission.
No!
You don't even want to do it. I have permission. Right now. Yeah.
3 p.m.
But I don't even want to do it. What you know? If you need that. But that's what you need. You feel like you don't really need it because I've been given permission. So for me, I'm like,
But we recognize the other side of it. We got you consider we can do everything that's coming if I give you my 100 and that ain't enough. Then I can't do no more. As long as I give you my 100, then after that I can't just go ask my father about the 3-woman rule. Like, could he do it? And he's like, yeah, I have to. As long as I can get 3 in rotation, like get a new 3. No. Let me tell you. On the break thing real,
It ain't no cakewalk. Yeah, you got 3 times the headache.
Oh yeah,
3 times.
This is Daryl Hall over
You got
at
3
Mountain
times
Technology
situation to manage.
One of the
And at the
questions
same
we get
time,
asked
you got those 3
is how should a
standing
company
together
go
to make
about
sure you don't
protecting
bring
its
a
computer
force.
systems environment from viruses or cyber attacks? For starters, it is important to know if you have a tool to protect your computer systems.
It looks good and it sounds good,
Passwords for
but
logging
it
into
works. It works.
can be something that are easily guessed.
Okay, but the double standard is, you would be comfortable with that, but are you comfortable with her having 2 and 3 men? Oh, come on.
Should the computer's power down? Use
woman
your
can handle
with
another man
clicking
that can
attachments
deal
or
with
web
one of
links
us.
received through
You
email
go for
that
it.
you don't know. And don't
Yeah.
forget the
Yeah,
password
that's
websites unless you have access to trusted sites. And use
You need another man what to listen to go be a ballet, to do this solutions.
Yeah.
This has been your computer technology.
And that's what women don't understand from men. It's not always
Protect your
sexual.
computer environment.
It's not always sexual. We need somebody who can, get down with it. But this little lady, you can clean this shit. That's another man to go to the ballet with. I said, I go to ballet, Henry. Go!
By the Hilliard Law Firm.
Damn, but here's another part. This is the reality of life. This is what I'm making up.
She really is. Oh, see?
I can do it. See, like, I think we can manage certain female
The
relationships
federal
to
law may
meet our
provide you with the relief you need
non-relationship
by filing a
female.
bankruptcy.
I
In many
think
cases, when
women
an
are
individual
afraid to do
files a
that
Chapter
because
7
of the
or Chapter
perception,
13
right?
bankruptcy,
So what does it mean if
wage
I live in a
garnishment is
relationship
usually
about it and she
stopped
shows
with
up
the
at
filing of
selling
most
power
Chapter
on
7 and Chapter
See,
13
that was other
bankruptcies.
problem.
Am I dating or am I in a relationship?
Let me say that. That's the
I
social
think
liability
if I'm meeting people and I go out to dinner with you, and then like 3 weeks later, and we don't necessarily talk on the phone, and 3 weeks later I meet somebody else and I go out to dinner with them, I think that's
Legal line of the day, brought to you by the Hilliard
But is that her fault or
For
your
more
fault?
information,
Me, because I'm always like, fucking president and all that. But it works out all the time, so I don't know. Don't come to the same time. That's good. You got, wow.
Oh my God.
Hey, we friends, like, I gotta see this as friends. Something like that. I can't help myself. I don't know. Like, but I don't see the point of being friends if you can't do that.
Well, but that's also a part of your.
What's wrong with me?
No, it's not wrong. It's your moral ethical value. That's the way you're approaching that. If you're friends with a woman and there's an attraction, you act on it. And I've had to tell some women that I don't act on every attraction because you might be a crazy motherfucker. So if I try to smash and we get lit and then you crazy, and I'm like, damn, man, we just stayed friends. I had a good friend, like, whatever, you know, but I think it's the social concept about how men and women have sex. So, like, we can show up, I mean, as long as we're not in a relationship, we can show up Italian pie, we can go to Victory, we can go to Tiffany, a different woman every time. And unless somebody say we in a relationship, fucking nobody cares.
Yeah.
But if you went out with a different guy to all those different places,
Then I would be like, right.
somebody was like, and I was saying, yeah, I do like that, I do like that. Why?
Right. But I could not be being intimate with any of them.
And we like we fucking hard. But see the thing is, at the same time, like I don't want to, explain to my kids which nigga Miss Irene with. Right, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to explain, right, Miss Irene was with this dude one day, this dude this day, and this dude this day. Which one?
Well, why were they out cheating?
You know what I'm saying? If it comes to the pie, And you coming through, man, so niggas coming in and hating the face. Yeah, you go, there's a new guy. There's a new guy. What's the new guy in the site? What the hell? Can I have that new guy? No. And you can't fuck with Miss Arlene.
She's uninvited.
Yeah, man, it's true.
But, right, exactly.
Security provides the good life.
But you
They
gotta
make their mark in the security arena by providing security services for more than 37 years and are licensed in more than 13 states. Our securities team comes with a wealth of experience from the military, law enforcement, and law enforcement. Their personnel is comprised of more than 200
Okay, let's say that.
services, convention services, armed and unarmed security guards, ticket takers, executive security, personal bodyguards, hall monitors, and critical infrastructure personnel that are TSA trained. Security services are provided on a 24-hour basis and have expanded to the newest technology, including video monitoring.
Yeah, I'm ready. And that's pretty much how. And his wife looks at me like,
WBLK 12:30 a.m. The People's Station.
You want to see the
Good morning, and welcome back to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Relationship Tuesday, and we are here to open your mind. We are here on Relationship Tuesday. I want to invite everybody out on this Friday. Relationship Tuesday is going up on a Friday at Bullet, 7 p.m. So I want you to be the first caller at 504-260-9265. That's 504-260-9265. And you tell us what restaurant Uche owns in Gentilly. I just gave you a big hint. If you're the first caller to tell us which restaurant Uche owns, you'll win 2 tickets to The Good Laugh. Relationship Tuesday going up on a Friday, this Friday at Bullet, 7 p.m. Make sure you're there. It's $10, y'all, so it's like $20 for a date night, get all the good information. It's a perfect time to take somebody and see if they're about to go.
Yeah. But that's a perfect place to take a trip to something like that.
Oh, no.
Not the mayor's ball. You see what I'm saying? You take a trip to the mayor's ball. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, my gosh. Wait, no, speaking of what we talk about during breaks, you were saying something, kind of monumental during the break. Uche.
Which part?
Everything.
That's why it's hard for me to...
Everything.
Give me a hint.
We were talking about, family dynamics, I should say.
Oh, yeah. Family dynamics. And, when you break it down to the family dynamics and you get down to the children, I was saying, I don't want to explain to my children why Miss Eileen...
Don't make me the example. Make somebody else.
Well, you said to talk about what we said during break, and since the cat's already out the door. But I don't want my kids to be like,
don't make me the example.
Miss Eileen came, but who is this other guy she was with? And I don't want to explain that because I'm really diving into a deeper area, especially for children, to explain things like this to. And like the caller said, he was in a subordinate position to even call it out in the first place. But, kids and children shouldn't be involved in adult things,
Right.
And as adults, we should keep these things away from children. And that's the main point of why you don't do things like that. And that's why you don't condone behavior like that. So if Eileen bringing dudes around, my kids asking Eileen ain't coming around no more.
Right, exactly.
And that's how my invite list goes to my family stuff. If we doing something for Jazz Fest at my boy Twine house, that's family.
Right.
That's family. And that's the same family it's going to be every year. And guess what? We don't roll like that.
I love the example that Kevin brought up. And it's Mardi Gras time. You go into a Mardi Gras parade and say you have a cousin or, a family member or an uncle or something like that, and they bring, somebody that everyone knows isn't
it's uncomfortable.
Main chick. It's uncomfortable.
See, I don't know how... I would have to be in a super duper subordinate position and not say anything. I've had to say things to family members. Mm-hmm. I'm like, look, why would you
Why do you think that's okay?
Why? Yeah. Why would you bring your side piece around, or why would you even do that? Like, look, whatever you
Male
do,
or female, right?
Yeah, whatever you do, you do. But don't bring that around here.
Right.
Don't bring that around me. I mean, come on. And you being a friend to them. You know, you really like, look, that's not a good look. You shouldn't be doing it anyway. But if you're gonna do it, look, do it behind closed doors. Don't do it over
My
here.
dad taught me a long time ago. He said, look, I was seeing this girl, which he liked very much. And within a week, I thought it was cool to bring another chick to the house. And he said it very simply. He's like, you're setting a very bad example for yourself. Mm. And that was the last time something like that happened. But for me, I thought it was cool. Because automatically, I'm like, I'm not with the other chick anymore. But what he was saying, it doesn't look good. You're not setting a good example. It doesn't.
Right.
It's not a good look for you. And you don't.
But look, it took a man to have that conversation for you to open your mind.
Yeah.
And that's the point of today's show. We need to have those conversations with people because they may not even really see, the error of their ways.
You got to be big brother, even though it may not be your brother.
It may not be as relevant for us at our age, but I think a lot of times with folks who are coming behind us, it's the images and messages that they receive through multiple mediums about what's okay in relationships and not. And so, for the most part, if we look at it historically and psychologically, as we were just kind of playing with the notion, scientifically, whatever you want, men have historically been the ones more likely to cheat and have extramarital outside relationships. But
Define cheating.
And I'm just going to let me just move.
There is emotional cheating, and I will say, yes, there is emotional cheating.
That you would do it and your partner's not okay. But let me finish my point.
No, but having long
You're not
conversations.
okay with after you told your partner that I'm not okay with you not being okay with it, and you still want to be with me? I'm not cheating.
Right.
I told you I don't want to be with just if I'm telling you I don't want to be with just one woman, and you still continue to call, come over, and do all these things, and then you catch me with two other women, I'm not cheating.
Right. You're saying you're okay with it.
But we need to get clear about our integrity. Let's be clear.
We got to be real about the images and messages. That's why I appreciate Uche's point about how he would, in essence, play his role to the fullest as a father of saying, look, there's certain things I'm not willing to allow my daughters to witness. And until they're of a certain age, I'm going to do my job to protect them from what I think is erroneous or bad behavior. And I think that's a big part of, once again, is we can say all that about whose fault and who role it is, but at the end of the day, we have to accept that people will do things that we disagree with, and we have to be willing to say what we have to say. So like Harris said, and I think it's real. It's a very big thing to step up to somebody who you may consider as a parent to say, look, I don't think what you did was right. And that's tough because that person might provide you material support. That person might be the reason why you eat every day.
Right.
So you might be
right.
stuff. And so you do have to compromise that at times. But I think in reality, you have to know what your values are and those that you have the biggest impact on. You have to be willing to say, look, that's not okay. So even to the point of Henry never told that person wrong, if he took his seeds home and said, look, let me explain to y'all how Dad feels about this. What y'all saw Uncle or Auntie do, that's not okay.
Right.
I'm not all right with it, and we're never going to that house again. And don't ask me to go over there because that person is wrong. So, that could be physical. That could be drugs. That could be fighting.
Exactly.
That could be sex. That could be relationships. You have to, as the parent and as the person in control of your household, make that decision.
And I'm glad you said that, Brian, because we are talking about relationships, but it can be in so many different aspects. It can be gambling, it could be cheating, it can be lying, stealing, dealing drugs, doing whatever you do, being an alcoholic, being an abusive relationship. There's nothing more uncomfortable than being at a family, event and then somebody talk to their significant other, sideways and out the box, and you're like, if they do that in front of me, you know how it goes down in their house. You know what I'm saying? So, we really need to step up and have these conversations as a community because that's how we grow and that's how we support each other. And, we talk and we have fun here, but getting down to nitty gritty, we want New Orleans and the greater, community in the world to be better. We want to open people's mind to living differently in the world with a little bit of love, compassion, understanding, and tolerance. But you do not have to let somebody, walk over you and kind of, push you to the edge of your ethics.
When you see somebody doing something dirty that you care about and that's your friend, say something. Mm-hmm. Why not? What are friends for?
I think the one word that Eileen left out in everything that she said is empathy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing that you miss in the get-along game is to say, you know what? I'm not experiencing and going through what you're going through, but I understand that I'm not. And I feel for the fact that you are. and I hope you can get out of whatever situation you're in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like a Shark Tank moment. And for that reason, I'm out. As
Right.
a friend, to be like, I'm out. I can't deal with this foolishness that you're doing. I'm not gonna condone this by accepting this. I'm not gonna condone this by you saying I'm gonna allow you to bring this man that has 2 other women and so on and so forth in my personal space.
Right.
You would stop being
I'm out.
friends with
Yeah.
him, or you would.
You gotta cut it off.
I'm like, you can't come around me
Just
like
don't do
that.
that around.
You can't come around me with that foolishness,
I
man.
can't
If
hang
you
out.
want to be around me, come by yourself.
All right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not pushing a friend away to say I'm not going to be friends with you, but I'm being empathetic
Right.
to say I'm not in your situation.
Right.
So while I understand your situation, please understand mine. And what I'm saying is,
Right.
keep that stuff on the other side of the
Right.
street.
True.
I always welcome your company. Don't come around my house with your side chick, man.
Right.
Don't come nowhere around me, because then that is
You
how you looked at.
You're
Yeah.
condoning it.
Right.
Yeah.
You're saying that's okay. And I think that ultimately is that larger concept of what happens when we don't speak out against anything that we disagree with. And Dr. King said the threat to justice is injustice anywhere. And so we have to be honest about the fact that, and I think I said that wrong, but the reality being that anytime I let something go bad that I could stop, I'm saying I'm okay with it. And I can't do that. I mean, whether it be students, whether it be family, whether it be friends, I think you hit it on the head. Keep that across the street. And if you can't come over here with a clean bill of health or a clean slate, you stay across the street too.
Right, exactly.
I'll come see you. You don't come see me.
That's exactly what we're talking about. Y'all, we want you to just get clear about your integrity, who and how you want to be in the world. What are your boundaries, limits, and expectations around how you behave and what you'll accept, in your relationships and your surroundings. Remember, true compassion and yes, Uche, empathy is active. It elevates. It demands more from yourself and of others, and it enlightens. And that's what we do here on The Good Life. We open people's minds to living differently in the world. So make sure you show up this Friday at Bullets, because it is going down. The Good Laugh Relationship Tuesday is going up on a Friday. Bullets 2441 AP Tour, January 29th, this Friday at 7 p.m. Tickets are on sale now. The Good Laugh at brownpapertickets.com. And do not forget, today is $2 Tuesdays on tap at Gentili Italian Pie. That's 4706 Paris Avenue. That is today, home of the Family Happy Hour. $5 wings, personal pizzas, and drink specials. Tuesday through Thursday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Dine or carry out. 504-826-9180. 504-826-9180. And I know y'all are looking for those catering options for all the ball season, especially Zulu. You don't want to cook. You don't want to get something that's in the budget. Make sure you call Gentili Italian Pie. Ask for Renee. 504-826-9180.